I want to go over a little bit of what we're going to do. The entire first level of this property is going to be upgraded by removing all the texture sealing that is causing a lot of frustration for this customer. You can see a lot of patches, or we're going to go over the stuff, especially here where the stove is. And this is one of my biggest concerns all the time. I love cooking, and one of the problems is that when all the steam comes up, and you're able to track some of it out, but sometimes the hoods themselves cannot take all the steam out of the place. All the steam start collecting around here and start causing a lot of problems with stains and stuff that you can normally clean, because you have this problem. So through the video, I'm gonna I'll guide you through how to take all these things out, take all the light fixtures out, how to cover everything properly, and how to do the project properly, either for you to do it or have somebody working for you. So I hope this video is helpful for you, okay? Thank you. Removing all your light fixtures. I'm gonna take a little few seconds over here to explain something. When you're doing this type of work, like texture sealing removals, you have the perfect opportunity to replace those light fixtures that you don't like. Old light fixtures or old fans and stuff like that are not good. Besides, that is important because if you can tell over here, we have this decoloration outside the ring where the fan used to be. If one day you decide to put a different style and you kept that light fixture or that fan on, you will have that texture on the ring, and it will be a mess to try to match up the paint and remove that little section, and it will be frustrating. So I recommend you, whenever you have the chance, if you have this big old trim type of thing, or it can be new, whatever, but just remove it, dismount it, and continue. If you notice, we cover all the area that we're going to work on the popcorn with some nice liner, plastic liner, and I have over here as well a nice painter's tape. This tape is about 2 inches wide. I recommend you that about I will say 5/8, ½ inch of the tape be installed on the edge of your plastic, and then the rest on the wall. Why? Sometimes you try with other, I will say, narrower tapes, and the problem is that if you have dust on the walls or whatever, it's not going to stay attached to the walls, and it's going to be a problem for you because it's going to be falling, and the walls are going to be wet, or the plastic is going to be wet. So after that, you get a little spraying pump, garden pump. You pump some air on that stuff, and you start moisturizing all the sealants, applying a nice coat of water. The cover that you see on the floor over here is a plastic. It's like a 2-layer cover where you have plastic on one side, and then I will say cotton on the other side. Now this is the tool that we're going to use to remove the popcorn sealing. It's called Homax Sealing Texture Scraper. Alright, so what happens is that you put a little bag around the perimeter of this thing, and when you're removing, all the textures start falling inside the bag, and they just dump it inside a construction bag. So that's a really efficient way of just removing all the things. You will catch about 95% more of the material, and you don't have to walk on top of the stuff, which is messy. Alright, so that's how you start applying the water and just kind of moving forward. You may need to apply water more than one time because of the the condition of the sealing. Sometimes it's really dry. You have to kind of test it around. Normally I just apply 2 coats of water on. Okay, is wet with the water that you were spraying on. You proceed to start removing all the material that is on the sealants. You do it again with the scraper, special scraper designed to catch the stuff with any type of bag. You may need to run through 2-3 bags while you're doing it, or if you have a fairly strong one, you can actually just use one. You kind of go back again, empty your stuff in a bigger trash bag or whatever you have, and then you proceed. But that's how you start removing all the popcorn sealing. Okay, so once you finish putting the patch, give a little bit of light sanding and apply another coat of the plaster. I hope I'm able to show you exactly what happened, but if you follow the process the way I'm telling you, I mean, you will not be able to even spot where the hole used to be. And that's how you actually work with those nice patches. I found this hole over here. Sometimes you have these holes because you hit a piece of wall with your door or something like that, you know. So we have a hole over here, and you know, a lot of people will say, well, how are we going to fix that stuff? They sell these little patches. These patches are made out of different materials, and they're sticky, so they have some sort of adhesive. You take it out. You can buy this at Lowe's. It has like two different meshes, like a fiberglass mesh and some sort of like aluminum mesh. Clean the area a little bit. Make sure that you don't have some sort of like broken pieces that are going to fall apart. Place this over the hole, right? And with a nice mixture of plaster or compound, you can see another video how to do it. You get the plaster or the compound and you apply the first coat. Now it's going to take you more than one coat to make it look nice and appropriate. But this is how you start. You put the first coat and you let it dry. Try to make it as smooth as possible. And then you come back again. Use a little bit of sandpaper and sand it down and put the other coat. Okay. What you gotta do is actually just give it light sanding, and you will have some good results. I always encourage you to use either primer and paint mixed already, as they sell it through some companies, or some good primer, and that's it. Some primer, and then your sealing paint or whatever paint you're gonna use. If the hole was in a wall, obviously whatever you want. All right, thank you. With your removal of the texture, correction of the little holes and the plasterboard joints, you proceed to sand this thing lightly with some nice little sanding sponges. Sometimes we already put some primer on this room, and sometimes it's good to use some light for reflection. I'm going to give you an example. See, I mean, it's hard to actually see defects like that. But as you walk with a little, see, this is a little light fixture, little lamp, working lamp. You can actually go around and spot little defects. I mean, I hope I'm able to show you this defect. You can actually see these little minor little things that sometimes it's hard to see if you don't have some good light reflection against the ceiling. You will say, why do you want to do that? And the reason is very simple. Is that sometimes the light during the day and nighttime changes from angle to angle, and you think that everything is fine, but once you hit the afternoon, you start seeing all the little imperfections. So you don't want to be frustrated once you put all your furniture back, your pictures and all the stuff. So it's good to just move around. If you're a contractor, I recommend you that, so you don't have the clients calling you back and say, look, I mean, it's a little spot here and there, and that's pretty much it. This is the final product after working in this acoustic ceiling, or texture, or popcorn ceiling, however you want to call it. A few things that I want to let you know first. This is the chance when you're working around and you're taking all this old light fixtures out. This is a chance to put new light fixtures. As I did in this property, I mean, we put all the new fan, light fixtures, and all this stuff. So it's good because you don't have these tables and things around. I mean, we just put this thing over here. There are a few things that I want to share with you that I've been learning through the years, and is that as you can see right now, we have reflection of light on the ceiling, and whenever you don't do a proper correction of the little details on your ceilings, that's where you're going to notice the most, because as the day goes down, this is the only light fixtures or the artificial light that is going to be working, and you will be seeing any little defect that you have around your ceilings. So it's really important to go over and over and over, working with a small, handheld light as you correct your ceilings, because it's amazing how different it is when you're working with that. More stuff is, that I want you to understand is that working with good material, it's not that hard and it's actually not expensive. In the construction industry, I found out that because of $3 or $4 or $5 of difference, you can actually get a better grade paint, and you will be actually enjoying the benefit of having a good paint for many, many years. That will say that, will not tan as fast, it will not get yellow and all these things. So it's really important. Now, one more thing is that I want you to, I thank you for watching this video, and I want you to subscribe to my channel. This is the type of work that I do. I do plenty of stuff that can save you a lot of money, or at least to understand a little bit how the process goes, if you have somebody working for you. So please like it, share it, and subscribe, okay? Thank you so much, and have a good day.